All right, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. And also want to welcome all of our students that are here. I'm so thrilled you're able to make it to this Shabbat. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them after ONEG, which is our version of a reception. So after that, we can do a Q&A. I saw Daniel already helping you guys out. So thanks, Daniel. Oh, yeah. It opens what I think is the right way because Hebrew became way before English. You know what I mean? So it's the correct way. English is the wrong way. Anyways, so we're starting on page 120 of our prayer books. And I'm going to invite Daniel and James up here to light the Shabbat candles.
This gentle singing of our children back there.
Oh, yeah, mine too.
Hear them belting it out. Oh, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu.
I do it every time. I know. It's like a Shabbat miracle just to get that thing lit every week.
Asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner shel Shabbat. Bless you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe. You power us with mitzvah, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Nice. You two nailed that. Well done. Okay. Well, and then we have Genevieve with us. Genevieve and Viola with us to help us sing. And we're going to start that on page 128. Hinei Matov. Is that something you want to do, Genevieve? Okay, 128. Hinei Matov on our prayer book. So we're in the top of page 128.
Hinei ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
And we're now going to continue with Lechado D on page 138 of your prayer book. And I believe Genevieve is going to recite, paragraphs 1, 2, 5, or are you going to do 4?
1, 2, 5, and 9.
1, 2, 5, and 9. And then when we arrive on paragraph 9, I'd like all of you to stand up and face the entrance as we greet the Shabbat bride. Also, anyone that's late, we'll make eye contact with them and make them feel bad for it, okay?
Lechado di likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, hichni anu el hamichad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'lilah. Lechado di likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechado di likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor habracha. Mibrosh mekidem nesucha, sof masa machitzicha. Lechado di likrat kala, b'nei Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva ore kumi uri shir daberi, kevod Adonai alikliva. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Please rise.
Boi v'shalom ha'terat bala, gam besimcha uvsohula, tochem uneam segula, boi chala. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
You may be seated. We now turn to page 142 for Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Derchem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We now move to the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabba ve'alma divrach riotev yamlik malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchayei dechol beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kariv v'imaru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Ulal Me'el Mayam Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yipa'ar V'yipromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitale V'yitalam Shemer Kusha B'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'almam v'imaru. Amen. We now turn to page 146 of our prayer books, and when you arrive there, I invite you to rise with us for the Baruch Hu. Am I doing this one? Okay. Lie, 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 You may be seated. And please join me on page 149 on the top of that page in English. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the time of tide and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans into infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai ma'ari aravim. And now we continue on page 151. And you if you want, you can read English with me on the bottom of that page. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this of your holiest of your works, in the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema? All right, so Cantor Nancy, who was here during the high holidays, taught us a new version of the Shema, which I believe Genevieve is going to teach for us. Yeah. Oh, she's not going to do that for us. Never mind, we'll do that next time. Oh, you're for that one. Okay, normal Shema, different Amidah. All right, sorry, y'all. All right, so normal Shema. Here we go. On page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malachuto Le'olam Va'ed. We move to 154. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levacha u'v'chol nafsecha u'v'chol meyodecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinartam levanecha v'divarta ba'am v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'v'techa ha'vaderech u'shofbecha u'kumecha u'kshartam leyot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha l'ma'am tizkeru v'atzitem et chol mitzvotai v'tem kiroshim le'loechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotziti echem meretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. Okay, we move over to page 158 for the Micha Mocha.
Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha mocha midon ba'kodesh, Norat tehila osei felech.
Oh, see that because we're saying Haskivenu. Haskivenu on page 160.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom, v'ha'amideinu malkeinu lechayim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen.
We're moving to the Shamru on page 162.
Shamru Israel et HaShabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Spirit of Shabbat took me.
It sure did. Doing great. Okay, moving over to the Amidah on page 164. When you arrive there, I invite you to stand with us, and this one will be slightly different. We're going to do, it's not really Nancy or Katie Nancy's version, but it's the version that she did.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaMorah Elohim Gomel Chasadim Toim V'Tonei HaKol V'Zocher Chasei Avot Yimahot U'Me'Geulah L'Bnei Bneihem L'Man Shemo V'Ahava Melech Hazer Mashiach Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ezra Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayei Kol Atah Rav Yoshia Morid HaTa'al Mechakel Chaim B'Chesed Mechayei HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim Sonech Nofim B'Rofei Kolim U'Matir Asurim U'Mekayem Emunato L'Shenei Avad Mikamocha Al Yevukot U'Midon Elot Melech Benin U'Matayeh U'Mashiach Yeshua V'Ne'eman Atah L'Chayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei HaKol. We'll now continue silently until page 180. You may be seated whenever you like.
Oh, say shalom bimromav. Uyase shalom aleinu. Ve'ako Yisrael. Vimru, vimru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav. Uyase shalom aleinu. Ve'ako Yisrael. Vimru, vimru, amen. Yase shalom, yase shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'ako Yisrael. Yase shalom, yase shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'ako Yisrael. Yase shalom, yase shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'ako Yisrael. Yase shalom, yase shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'ako Yisrael.
Okay, now some words of Torah. It's just a quick warning. I'm like struggling with this crud, and my voice keeps breaking, which is giving me like bar mitzvah flashbacks. I find it quite triggering, actually. But just say no, that could happen while I offer this sermon. But here we go. When it comes to writing sermons, this is a strange time for us rabbis. We like to align our sermons with the Torah portion of the week. But this Shabbat, there is no Torah portion of the week. Sukkot disrupts the weekly portion with a daily, what I feel like, random portions. Furthermore, we're still waiting for Simchat Torah, which, by the way, is on Monday. The resetting of our Torah scrolls from Deuteronomy back to Genesis. And while I miss having a Torah portion to inspire my sermon, I do love the process of renewing our Torah by re-rolling it. And every year at Simchat Torah, we go back to Genesis and renew our portion of the week. And I've had people ask me whether I tire of going over the same 5 books of the Bible every single year. And my response is absolutely not. I love this process because something I always discover when we re-roll the scrolls is that Genesis may not have changed, but I have. I'm a different person than who I was a year ago. And I only really discovered these differences when we go back to the beginning of our Torah and study these portions again and again and again. And for me, asking if I grow tired of a yearly portion cycle is like asking if I grow tired of yearly seasons. Well, I do grow tired of winter. It gets a little long, I'm not going to lie. And I do grow tired of Numbers. I feel like it's a little long too, the book of Numbers, whatever. I mostly like it all. Anyways, so this year, before we move back into Genesis, I want to tell you some of the things I learned throughout a year of Torah study. Now, our Torah can be split into 2 broad categories, narrative and law code. There is a bit more to it than that, but tonight we're going to keep it that simple, narrative and law code. And I usually find narrative to be way more engaging. There's nothing like a good story to pull me in and really activate my imagination. However, this past year, for some reason, I've been blown away by some of the laws found in our texts. And I made a crazy revelation while studying the books of Leviticus and Deuteronomy. Our text preserved laws concerning justice that only a modern democracy could really appreciate. For example, Deuteronomy states that the Israelites must set up a judiciary. You shall appoint magistrates and officials over your tribes, says our Torah, in all these settlements that Adonai is giving you, and they shall govern the people with due justice. You shall not judge unfairly. You shall show no partiality. And you shall not take bribes, for bribes blind the eyes of the discerning and upset the plea of the just. Justice, justice you shall pursue. that you may thrive and occupy the land that Adonai is giving you. This is incredible, unprecedented, and way before its time. Yet this line has been preserved for thousands of years. And I bet you a judiciary this sophisticated and this important has only existed for a fraction of the time that this line has been around. Our Torah preserved a system of government that was only truly possible through modern democracy. And for me, this gives the idea that our Torah is a living text, a whole new understanding. Another example is a quote in Deuteronomy concerning fair wage practices. And it states, "You shall not abuse a needy and destitute laborer, whether a fellow Israelite or a stranger. You must pay out the wages due on the same day before the sun sets, for the worker is needy and urgently depends on it." This is a law preserved in our text that is written from the perspective of the wage worker and not the employer. It's a law that protects society's vulnerable people who lives from paycheck to paycheck. And laws like this one feel like they could be found in other texts with preambles like "we the people." And one of my largest takeaways concerning laws such as these is that the books like the book of Deuteronomy or Leviticus may not have been preserving real laws at the time, but in fact, they had been thought of as a system of justice for a utopian society. That a society that figures out how to set up a judiciary whose singular interest is justice, or that developed laws that protected the most vulnerable people in society was a kind of utopia. And this is what makes our Torah alive. It contains passages of a beautiful society that worships justice because it worships Adonai. That the greatest gift a person can get from Adonai is not riches, fame, or power, but commandments. And what blows my mind is that the whole Bible has been preserved by Christianity and Islam as a sacred text honored and protected by ancient monarchies whose government had nothing in common with the laws laid out from Leviticus or Deuteronomy. And us Jews didn't just preserve the text for later use, most of Western civilization did, so that now we can truly appreciate the gift the ancient Israelites gave to modern democracy. And perhaps this is a coincidence that our Torah would map out a similar form of government that our own founding fathers would design for the United States. However, as Martin Luther King Jr. reminds us, the arc of a moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. So perhaps our Torah and our Constitution are both on the same arc towards justice. Thank you. We'll now continue with the Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, on page 371 of your prayer books. Just a reminder, we made the list a bit shorter after Yom Kippur, so if you'd like to add someone on the list, let me know via email. But for this Shabbat, we're thinking about these community members: Emily Weaver, Ginger Spiro, John Johnson, Jackie Erdeszczak, Pat Victor, and Janice Breeze. If there's anyone who you are thinking of who is in need of healing, please feel free to say their names out loud or in your hearts.
Mishabera avotenu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu.
Now move to the Elenu, down on page 587 of your prayer books. And when you arrive there, please, I invite you to stand with us. Some help can you lead us and shalom. The girl Page 591. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflow like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech. May we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity, and cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. But we now turn to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 598 of our prayer books. And the yard sites we're thinking about this week are Werner Albrecht, Matilda Brown, Nina Converse, Edward Spencer, Robert Weiser, and Donna Weiser. If there's someone who you are mourning for this Shabbat, please feel free to say their names out loud or in your hearts as my hand crosses the room. Zikunim livracha, may the memory be for a blessing. Yit Kedal, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divra, Chayotev, Yamlik Machute, Bechayechon, Uvyamechon, Uvchayedechol, Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala, Uvizman, Kari, V'imru, Amen. Yehesh Me Rabbah, Mebarak, Le'olam, Ulamei, Almaya, Yitzbarak, V'yishtabak, V'yitpa'ar, V'yibromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Kudashah, Barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiram ve'elma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleni ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleni ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen. All right, you may be seated. Announcements. What do we got going on? See, remember it all. Okay, so after service, we of course will have Oneg over in our multi-purpose room, so you're all invited to join us for that. And then tomorrow we have Judaism 101 in our Zoom room at 9, and then we'll have in-person services at 10:30 tomorrow. And then tomorrow is also the third Saturday of the month, so that means we will have we'll be volunteering over at Fairview Rec Center for the mobile food bank at 1. So please join us for all of that. And that's tomorrow. And then we have religious school on Sunday starting at 9:30. So please join us for that if you have a family. And then we have morning minyan on Wednesday at 8:30 in our Zoom room. And on Monday, Simchat Torah. Ooh, almost forgot that. 6 p.m. Simchat Torah. Please come here. We're going to unroll our entire Torah. We're going to dance a little bit, and then we're going to have some food, and it's going to be great. So please come to Simchat Torah Monday at 6 p.m. Please bring some food. Yes. I wouldn't call it like a pot. I wouldn't go so far as a potluck, more like an oneg kind of situation. You know what I mean? Like, we're not really having a meal. It's like more like a snack. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Bring something. Bring something. Let's have some fun. Eat some food. Okay. And then if you want, we are restarting Torah Uncensored. Our first day will be on Saturday, October 22nd, which is a week from tomorrow. You have to sign up online on our website, though. So please go on our website, sign up for Torah Uncensored. It'll be every fourth Saturday of the month at 12. And then I must be forgetting lots of things, I feel like, at this point. Oh, don't remind me. It's stressing me out right now. Oh my gosh. We just finished my holiday, Zeke. Yes, all those fun holidays are happening imminently. But I still think I'm forgetting stuff. Oh, right. There's our adult B'nai Mitzvah. We're starting a new cohort on November 12th, which is a Saturday at 9. So please come here for that if you want to. If you're thinking about having your adult B'nai Mitzvah, we'd love to have more people involved with that cohort. And then there is our Mitzvah Mall on November 13th, which is a Sunday from 12 to 3. And that's where we bring in a lot of nonprofits and we honor them and give them money. November 13th. Yeah. Is there November 30th? No, I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah. November 13th. Yes. 13th. 1-3. You got it. Yes, Ivan. 1-3. Yeah. Jen Carolyn. I'm not sure where we are on that one. I know last week it's filled out. Okay, so we adopted Kassoon Elementary as election poll workers, and now we're full. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Any other announcements that I'm totally forgetting? Anyone think of anything?
You're still looking for volunteers. There's a sign up in the lobby.
Yes, we're looking for all kinds of volunteers, doing all kinds of things. You don't have to have a kid to volunteer at religious school. Okay. I think we did it. We got it. Yes. Okay. So then our closing melody, which is going to be Ozi Ozimrat Yah, which I'm going to hopefully have. We'll see how well you get through it. If I sing, it's going to sound horrible because my voice sounds horrible. 6:47. Thank you, you two.
Set the expectations low so I can sell.
Huh?
So set the expectations low so I can sell.
Yeah, it's almost trying to do right. Okay, here we go. Ozi Ozimrat Yah. Lishua, Ozi Ozimrat Yah, Lishua, Ozi Ozimrat Yah. Lishua, Ozi Ozimrat Yah, Lishua, Ozi Ozimrat Yah, Lishua. Shabbat shalom, y'all. Okay, great. Ready?